Thank you for joining me as we dive into the Post-Covid Dissection Lab. My name is Nicole Green, and I'm the Director of Animal Learn. We're a program that provides humane science education resources for middle school science teachers like you. Welcome to my Bitmoji Life Science classroom. I'm sure this scene is familiar to many of you. COVID forced educators to flip the switch from in-person instruction to online classroom environments just like this one. Technology became paramount, and Animal Learn came to the rescue by providing dissection lab learning without having to cut up animal specimens. When schools closed last spring, a time when dissection labs are most prevalent, we wanted to be part of the solution. So we put together a comprehensive listing of online dissection resources for science teachers to access for hybrid and remote learning spaces. From free or inexpensive apps to video resources to hands-on modeling systems, there's something for any post-COVID classroom. I've spoken to many a science teacher pre-pandemic who didn't want to do dissection labs with their students, whether for safety reasons or ethical reasons, etc. Post-pandemic dissection labs have given teachers the opportunity to see how to dissect without traditional specimens. I would ask you to think about where the animals are coming from. And is it really necessary to dissect when there are so many other resources that are fun and engaging without the yuck factor? Today, many individual learners are compassionate, animal-loving people, passionate about animal protection and vegetarianism or veganism. Animal Learn works with educators and students, just like the students pictured in this slide, who take a stand for animals used in education. It is critical that educators tune into the needs of their students and provide appropriate resources for learning life science. Other reasons to reconsider dissection are that it is a decades-old practice. Today, we have immersive technology and realistic synthetics that offer superior learning experiences. Secondly, dissection negatively impacts the environment. Specimens are preserved with toxic chemicals, and frogs, who are the most commonly dissected species, are typically taken from the wild, thus having a negative impact on ecosystems. Finally, dissection is ethically unjust, especially when we consider the millions of animal lives lost for the majority of students who won't ever enter a field of science. I would ask you to consider non-animal dissection resources because they're earth-friendly, no toxic chemicals or taking animals from their natural habitats, and they are effective learning tools. Studies show that students learn just as well as those doing wet labs. They also provide a cost saving to schools' limited budgets. They're more humane, and they provide 21st century learning for STEM labs. Merge EDU is an example of an AR/VR resource using a simple foam cube and an app, which allows students to explore a frog's life, as well as human anatomy and much, much more. You can try out their free paper cube at mergecube.com/paper. Victory XR is a VR company that allows users to put on a headset and enter a dissection lab where you can dissect a frog, a cat, a fetal pig, or a shark. As a nationally recognized science teacher walks you through the dissection, you have the ability to pick up all of the tools you would typically use for a traditional dissection lab. SynFrog is the newest synthetic model created by Syndaver. This realistic frog model is fully dissectable. The company even offers organ replacement pucks, which make this model reusable. There are a variety of resources that can be utilized in your middle school and beyond. If you haven't tried any dissection alternatives yet, I would ask you to just explore what's out there and see what works best for you and your students. I've given you a number of ideas to innovate your dissection labs. If you decide to incorporate immersive learning methods into your teaching, here are some benefits. It will definitely increase engagement. It'll cater to a variety of different learning styles, and it'll make the information much more memorable. Here are just some of the companies that offer the technology you need to create an innovative dissection experience for your students. Animal Learn offers a free loan program called the Science Bank, which allows educators to borrow animal models, technology, and much more for all of your life science needs. You can also find all of the resources mentioned here on the sciencebank.org under online dissection resources. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And to learn more about us, check us out online and on social and join our Facebook teachers group. Most importantly, stay safe out there.